So, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Tableau tutorial series. In our journey so far, we have explored a rich collection of visualization using Tableau Public that help us make sense of data in a highly intuitive and interactive way. We begin this series by visualizing bar charts, which is one of the most basic yet powerful ways to compare values across different categories. It gave us a clear understanding of how each category performed. Following that, we move on to the line charts, perfect for tracking changes and trend over time. It helps us see the flow of sales or profit month by month, which is especially useful when you are doing time series analysis. After that, we took deep into the world of pie charts, where we saw how to represent portions of whole and ideal visualizations when you want to highlight ratios or percentage based on contribution of categories. Then we switch gear a bit and explore the map visualization. This was turning point in our series as we introduced location-based data. By leveraging Tableau's built-in geographical capabilities, we used map to uncover insights like which region was generating the most profit. It helped us see not just number but locations, which brought a whole new dimensions to our data storytelling. In our most recent videos, we explored the tree map where we focused on the hierarchical data representations using nested rectangles. These visualizations help us spot patterns and outliers across subcategories by showing proportions in a confined space. An excellent choice when screen real estate matters, but details in still necessary. So now standing on the foundation of all these previous sheets and concepts, so it's time to explore another powerful charts, the scatter plot. We are going to do this in the next sheet. So here I'm clicking on the small plus icon next to the sheet at the bottom of Tableau windows to create a new worksheets. So once the new sheets opens, I'm double clicking on its tab and renaming it as a scatter plot. So this way it stays organized with the rest of our workbook. Now before going ahead, let's see what exactly is scatter plot. Well, imagine you are trying to find a connection between the two variables. For instance, sales and the profit, instead of just comparing the totals, you want to understand how they interact for each entry in your dataset. So this is where scatter plots shine. So they help us visualize a relationship between the two variables. Each point on the chart represent a unique data points, and the positions of that points is determined by its values on the x-axis and y-axis. Sales on one side and profit on the other hand. So it's a great way to identify cluster trends, correlations, or outliers. For example, you may notice a group of product with the high sales but negative profit. So which is definitely a red flag. All right, let's begin building it. So over on the left in the data pane, I'm clicking on the dragging the sales build and dropping it onto the column shelf. Then I am doing the same for profit but placing it into the rows shelf. As soon as I do that, Tableau instantly generate a basic scatter plot. If the scatter plot doesn't appear immediately after dragging sales and profit, I'm heading over the top menu. I'm unchecking the aggregate measures option. Once aggregation is turned off, Tableau will generate the basic scatter plot for us, displaying individual data points without summarizing them. So at this point, we are just seeing a cloud of dots. So let's make it more insightful. So to bring more context into the these visuals, I'm now dragging the category field and dropping it into the detailed sections under the marks card. So you will notice the dots are now grouped by category. To increase the granularity even further, I will also drag subcategory into the detailed shelf. Now each dot reflects a specific subcategory within a major category. So given us much richer details. Next, let's use color to differentiate those categories visually. So I'm dragging category into the color sections of the marks card. Instantly, Tableau assign a different color to each category, like blue for furniture, red for technology, and orange for office supplies. So this makes it easier to quickly identify which dot belongs to the which product type. Now I want to improve the clarity of these dots. I'm clicking on the size icon in the marks card and dragging the slider to make the circle slightly bigger or less, just enough to more visible, but not so much they overlap. By default, Tableau use circles, which is fine, but if I wanted to change the shape, I could click on the drop down that says automatic, choose shape, and then pick a different icon. But I will leave it as a circle for now. Now let's move on to the do tip. I'm hovering over a few points and I can see that Tableau is already showing us values like sales, profit, categories, and subcategories. But I want to customize it a bit. So I'm clicking on the tooltip sections of marks card and now I can edit the text. I will format it so the category appears in bold. Maybe add a custom field like profit margins and clean up the layout to make it more readable. Now to make these charts interactive, I want to add region based filters. So I am dragging the region field into the filter shell. A dialog box pops up. I'm checking the all the boxes to include every region for now. Then I right click on the region filter, peel on the shelf and choose show filter. Now a filter widgets appears on the right hand side of my Tableau windows. It allowing me to the users to toggle between regions and analyze the scatter plot accordingly. Let's now add a trend line to uncover patterns into the data. I'm clicking on the analytic tab, uh, dragging the trend line option over to the plot area and dropping it where Tableau suggests. I'm choosing a linear trend line for simplicity. A line appears across the dots, showing the direction of the relationship between sales and the profit. So it gives us immediate insights like whether higher sales lead to higher profit or not. So these lines give us more statistical context, especially useful when presenting the decision makers. Now I want to finalize the looks. I double click on the sheet titles or at the top and change it to something more descriptive like sales versus profit scatter plot. You can also check that the axes are named clearly. If not, you can right click on them and select edit axis to update labels or format the numbers. Also, you can clean up the layout a bit by right clicking on empty space and choosing format where you can remove extra grid lines and adjust fonts for better readability. If I want to add a reference line to marks like a $5,000 profit target, so here how I do it. I head back to the analytic tab, drag the reference lines into the view and drop it directly onto the profit axis because that the measures I'm focusing on. But Tableau asks me where to apply it. I select entire table so the reference line spans across the whole scatter plot. So I type in 5000 as the value, add a label so it's clearly visible, and then apply. And with that, we have successfully built a complete scatter plot in Tableau Public. So this charts is not only visually engaging but also picked with insights. We have seen how to plot two continuous variable, enrich the charts with category and subcategory details, apply color, use filter, insert trend line, and polish the visual for representation. In the next video, we will move into the box and whisker plots, a fantastic tool for exploring data distributions, variability, and identifying outliers across categories. So it's going to be fun and insightful continuations of our Tableau genre. I hope this video will helpful for you. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video.